it's Dennis Henson, the president of the AREA. And on September the 23rd, at the Bob Duncan Center, our next AREA meeting, we're lucky to have the one and only Mr. Land Trust, Randy Hughes. And Randy's going to be coming over and giving us some great pointers and tips about using land trust in your real estate investing business. Now, when I first heard about Randy, I said, oh, we've got to get him to come to our meeting. And we started right then making contact with him. And that's been several years ago. I've had Randy come in several times. I use his program. Many of my students use his program. And I'm really excited about having him come back to our meeting. And I've got him online here. So, Randy, are you there? I want to ask you a few questions.
Sure, Dennis. I'm here and ready to go. So throw some questions at me.
Okay. Why do real estate investors need, or would they want to use a land trust?
Well, I actually have written a booklet because I get asked the same questions over and over whenever I speak, Dennis, and I've written a booklet that has over 50 reasons to use a land trust. And I'll bring that and offer that to everybody who attends the meeting for free. But in a direct answer to your question, one of the big reasons why is for privacy of ownership. Real estate investors are great targets for lawsuits because we have and control hard assets, and lawyers know that. Frivolous lawyers, the contingency fee lawyers that file frivolous lawsuits know that. And so they like to go after real estate investors that own real estate in their name. In fact, smart attorneys will do an asset search before they sue you, and they'll look up online, what do you own? Are you worth suing or not? So just to get your name out of the county courthouse records will eliminate a whole lot of problems in your life. And the way you do that is by putting each property into its own separate trust. So each one is insulated from the other because Grandma and Grandpa taught us a long time ago, you don't put all your eggs in one basket and you don't own all your real estate in one entity. And yes, I do use LLCs and corporations, but not to hold the title. I use those as beneficiaries to the trust, and I'll get into more detail in that in the meeting your next meeting coming up.
I see. Well, isn't it hard to set up these land trusts?
It's pretty darn easy, and it's totally inexpensive. It doesn't cost anything like it does for an LLC or corporation. There's no cost to forming a land trust, and with my training and my forms, you'll be cranking these things out the rest of your life at no cost. You just fill in the blanks and hit print, and you'll be creating all the trusts you need. So this is really valuable information. You know, you're spending time and money learning how to create value, cash flow, equity in these properties. Take a little bit of time and a little bit of money and learn how to protect those hard-earned assets. It's just a smart thing to do.
Well, how long does this process take? How long does it take to put this land trust together?
Well, I mean, after you get the experience, it'd probably take you a Saturday afternoon to read my home study course and familiarize yourself with the forms. But once you load them up on your computer, it literally takes 5 to 10 minutes. You decide on what the name of the trust is, who the trustee is going to be, who the beneficiary is, and you fill in the blanks and you hit print, and you got a trust.
Okay. So when you come to speak at our meeting, what are a few of the points that you're going to cover other than the ones you've just covered?
Well, I'm going to hit on 4 primary points. How to create these trusts, and what forms you need, and what knowledge you need. And then the 4th and most important point, and that is that you start sleeping better at night once you get this stuff out of your name. So I always like the 4th step in the process, but it's basically a 3-step process. And I know a lot of people out there have real estate in their name now, so you can get it out of your name. There's still a lot of reasons to get it out of your name, and nobody knows that because you transfer it out of your name to a trust that it's your trust. It could have been my trust that bought the property from you. So get it out of your name. There's no benefit to owning real estate in your name, only negatives, no positives. Do yourself a favor. Don't own this stuff in your name.
Okay, well, Randy, I'm really excited that you're coming. Every time you make a presentation, I learn something new. I use your program all the time, and I can't wait for our group to get to hear you. So look forward to having you out in just a couple of weeks.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Dennis. Appreciate the opportunity. I'm looking forward to meeting everybody. So see you then.
Thank you, Randy.